Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. In today's episode, we're going to do a 10-minute sparring warm-up. In today's video, we're going to do a 10-minute sparring warm-up. And a lot of times, and I'm very guilty of this, is just jumping into sparring really cold. So the time we start feeling good, it's a little bit too late. My energy systems aren't warmed up, and it's really hard to get going. But more importantly, what happens is you end up doing a lot of bad habits. For example, on my team, and a lot of teams I've been part of, they like to get boxing really heavy in their sparring. But the problem is, if we're not warming up our kicks, I can't expect my guys to go in there and start kick fighting properly. So when you do a sparring warm-up, it's important you take it like a fight, right? Too many times when we have the set routine in fights that we don't practice all the time. But it is good routine, especially when you're in fight camp, to have a warm-up that you do consistently. And a consistent warm-up just makes you think less, but it's warming up not only your strikes, but different fight concepts that are important when you spar or in competition. So if I'm not warming up my defense, and then all of a sudden I'm going into a fight or sparring, I'm getting hit, it's gonna feel, not great because I did not warm it up. I didn't get that feeling of blocking punches, using my defense in every way. Traditionally we do some shadow boxing, we do some skipping, but we need to warm up the fight concepts. And kickboxing and MMA fighters who are listening and watching, make sure you warm up your kick fighting, okay? Blocking with the kicks, countering, those are all really important. So follow along. You can use this one that I like to use. It's just very basic, very simple, but it's getting the concepts going, and that's what I like. Okay, so the first one we're going to do, and we're going to start the timer now for 10 minutes. We're just simple back and forth. We're going to use our hands as pads, jab, low kick. So Matt throws, and sometimes I'm going to start by taking them on the leg. And by taking them on the leg, you're just getting used to sitting there taking the shots. All right, so just feel the leg. And you notice when I put my weight on my leg, right, when I take them, I get it. Now we're going to start blocking them. So block coming up. Boom, all right? Now you're going to notice on different teams and different drills, everyone following at home, sometimes they use the hand, but I like to use blocks once I'm warmed up. So when Matt jabs, he throws a jab, I'm going to block with my wedge and block. He throws it again, I can use my parry and block. So I'm using defense now and a low kick block as well. Back and forth, boom. So then we're playing the game back and forth. Now when you do this drill, you could also adjust the different combinations. As a coach, you can tell your fighters different combinations you want them to warm up. So right now I might do jab, low kick, 1, 2, left kick. So 1 here, 1, 2, 3. 1, block, 1, 2, block. All right, so just depending on the way you block, just keep adjusting, but the idea is getting the legs up and practicing your blocking. Jab, low, boom. Why I like this simple combination, because it's warming up defense from both sides, as well as me punching and kicking from both sides as well. Okay, one more each side. Boom, 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 block. 1, 2, block, and down. Okay, good footwork, good training. Now what we'll do here is we're just gonna do punch back and forth. And we'll do 3 punches, usually is nice, so I'll go any 3 punches and just working our combinations, okay? And I'm even hitting, changing levels, just working with the level with my partner. If my partner is more beginner, I might throw more basic combinations, all right? But I'm just getting used to some power punches coming off the head and off the guard, all right? Now, once the shoulders are warm up, we'll do kicks back and forth. What I like to do is, like a jab cross, the first kick is going to be a straight kick, round kick, and back, straight, round. And I'm just going to alternate levels, but I want to start with front kick, and I want to add a round kick behind it. All right? Changing levels. Still blocking the round kick, all right, as much as you can. Front kick into the round kicks. Good. Alternating levels, alternating sides. Good. Last one for me. Boom. All right. kicks are warm. Now we'll get into a little bit more active movement. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be stationary and Matt's gonna do a triangle step around me. And we're just gonna do a simple one, jab cross. So Matt goes 1, 2, gets out and throws. He's gonna hit my hands. 1, 2, I punch, he gets out. Very simple. So he's gonna keep changing directions, moving his feet and coming along. All right, so he's just working that triangle step with in and out movement is the key. All right, so we've warmed up our punches, right? We've warmed up our combinations, punch to kick. We've warmed up our defense so far. Now our footwork's moving, long distance, in and out. Then we can switch quickly with our partner, and it can be any combination. So let's just go jab, lead, hook, low kick, right? So boom, boom, hit, come out, I circle, come back in, boom. So you can continually change up the combination you want. You might even do a little bit more freestyle where Matt just holds his head and I just throw a combination and I move a little bit more. Now, to make this drill a little bit more active and a little bit more interactive like we're sparring, Matt's gonna bring pressure now. So after I throw my combination, he comes and I have to circle, all right? So you see here, I'm constantly moving. He pressures, I move, right? And he's just coming in a straight line. He's not trying to follow me. It's just teaching me to hit. He comes in a straight line. I circle out. I hit him again. He freezes. He comes at me. I circle out again. So this is what I call zombie drills, okay? So Matt's going to hit me. So he hits. I come forward. He moves his feet. He comes in. Boom. Now I move. All right? So it's just forcing my opponent to manage distance with the footwork, okay? So there you go. Now we're moving. Now take it to the next part is more countering style, right? So my favorite counter drill is punches versus kicks. So Matt's gonna throw his punches, I'm gonna counter with my kicks, and then we'll switch with our partners. But ideally, when the jab comes, I can hit the leg, jab comes again, I can hit the body, or front kick. So I'm using level changes with the round kick. Now when the right hand comes, I can hit inside or I can hit the liver. But notice I'm always controlling hands. If the pressure comes too much and I can't kick, I'm gonna control the hands, maybe throw a knee and then push off kick. So the person using the kicks can use the clinch and knee as well, okay? So a little bit of a warm up here. So if you're a beginner, you're gonna start with just the jab. Right, I'm warming up my jabs, okay? Once I feel comfortable, the cross comes, boom, okay? I might block, boom. So you notice I don't kick on every one. Sometimes I block a few, and then when I'm ready, boom, I counter right under. Now when I'm comfortable, the jab cross comes. 1, 2, I move my head. I can parry and hit the 2. So I'm changing up different types of defense as well. All right? Boom, jab, cross, hook. So you're learning different types of defense and countering with the kicks, right? And I'm gonna use different timings as well, right? Boom, boom. All right, now switch with Matt quickly. Boom, yes, boom. So then we just play different levels, good. Remember, he can use the clinch if he wants, boom, and then he pushes me off. Knees, push off kick, good. And he keeps playing around. From here, we could also implement that movement drill where I'm the zombie. So he's still using his kick fighting, but he moves when I pressure, all right? So we're implementing a good strategy, style of fighting. Good. Beautiful. Good. Now that our punches versus kicks are happening, now we can get into a little bit more of a light, technical, interactive spar. But instead of calling it a spar, it's almost more combo back and forth. So what we need to do is I'll throw a combo, Matt throws a combo, but we act like we're sparring, okay? And we're gonna change up the combinations a little bit. But you can see how light everything is. Boom, yeah. We're moving, changing levels. Yes. Alternating kicks versus punches. Sometimes I stay stationary. Okay, so you can see how it starts turning into almost like a sparring type of match, using defense, different types of combinations, and movement. Good. Nice. Beautiful. Nice. And now the movement. So now you can see the way I've moved, the way I've interacted, everything's starting to go. Now you can start playing up a little bit more and start understanding distance and range. I might now spend a few minutes where we play in the clinch. Okay, I'm inside, Matt swims inside. 1, 2, he throws some knees, right? So we're warming up, swimming into the clinch as well as throwing knees, right? So we're alternating, making sure we double and triple up our knees as well. Good. Now from here, what I'm gonna do, because it's our style, I throw a knee, push off, kick, and then Matt goes. Comes in, knees here, pushes off, throws his kick, okay? Then we come in, swim. So what we're working on is just interacting with entering, right? I'm entering with the hands as well as with the clinch. So Matt throws punches at me, I block, I work my way in, I kick, boom, I throw punches to Matt, he works his way in, throws his knees, push off, and kicks. Matt throws his hands. So everything is interacting. Boom, comes back in. Now also on this drill, to finish it off nice and good, so you put it all together. Now when you're out and long, when Matt jabs or hooks, say he throws a lead hook, I can block and kick. But also I can counter with my punches. So he throws his hook, boom. So when we're playing this punches versus clinch, I might walk in, throw body punches as I attack. So you see Matt, boom, punches, uses clinch control, and is able to exit. Boom, 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 bang. Okay, so there you go. That was a 10-minute different little warm-up that you can add to your sparring. So remember, this could be the fight warm-up, right? Too many times when it comes to fights, we just throw combinations. To warm up for a fight or to warm up for sparring, you need to warm up those fight concepts. So defense, blocking, countering with your kicks, putting combinations together, flowing, getting your breathing going, right? Too many times we get hit or we're punching and we're holding our breath. So this kind of gets us our first wind. We start breathing. Now I feel nice and ready to spar. My hips are loose. My defense feels ready. My blocking counters are there, right? I'm ready to go. And we need to make sure as a coach, we warm up our athletes to be able to perform in sparring. If you're expecting your athletes to throw a lot of low kicks or body kicks, warm them up. Don't warm them up on the pads, fight concepts. Back and forth, interactive. This is the true warm-up style you need before your sparring and before your fights.